you guys. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hallelujah. Shabbat Shalom Mishpacha.
Yes, say that again.
Shabbat Shalom Mishpacha. That
family.
means
Wow.
yes, family. Mishpacha.
Mishpacha.
Mishpacha. Gotta sing it.
All
Mishpacha.
right.
Mishpacha.
Mishpacha.
Oh, she freak it. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us for Story Time. Story Time. Story Time.
Had to have a little fun with it. I mean,
Yeah.
we wasn't doing too much, okay? We just did just enough.
Just enough.
All right, so if you don't know me by now, you may never know. Hopefully you do. I'm Bonnie G in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I just want to be present. Okay?
And I'm Nashawn.
AKA Auntie Shawnee, because we like to season it from the top. Did you see that? Watch. No hands? Oh, look at that.
And see how she dropped it?
I watch Master Chef, girl. I be seeing
Ellie. That's so funny. And this one over here
It's none other than Auntie Shelly on the beat. Come on, y'all. Bump. Right, y'all know we do it for the community.
We do.
No longer for ourselves.
Look, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all this. When we get to the Most High in the throne room, if all them angels be hollering, y'all just get it.
That's gonna be so fun.
Listen,
Y'all
I'd be
gonna get
like,
it.
shut up, they was watching. Shut up, the angels was like, I'm like, what? They was listening.
I love it. That is so
I
funny.
might be real juice to know that you're real. And he probably gonna be like, girl, you said my name right.
Oreo.
He'd be very proud of you. In fact, all of our ancestors will be proud of you.
Ooh, hallelujah.
He's like, you know what? The way you pronounce my
Yeah,
name.
they be like, look at her girl,
Untouched.
bless my name.
That go to story time, girl. Ooh, can you imagine the angels and everybody recognizing all the stuff that you listen?
Yeah.
When you was down there, I was watching you, like
And we was cheering y'all on.
cheering you
Keep
on.
going. Keep doing
That
it.
would be so funny. Like, if you think of all the nicknames all the Hebrews had,
Yes.
and if we walked in one by one, they called everybody, it'd be lit. That place would be lit. Bonnie G, come Bonnie G, in the place to be. Hey!
I'm gonna walk in like, you know what I'm saying? Be real Jews. I'm gonna come on, Vallejo. The blood just gonna come out of me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh wow, that's just so exciting. If
That
you're not
is.
excited, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to get you there. Okay, I'm here and you're there. I mean, to be excited, you got to do it. You want to be it. Nevertheless, y'all, let me tell y'all, because today is Shabbat, and y'all know every 6th day we like to bring to you Jubilees 2 and 18. Auntie Shani, can you bring us what he gave us?
Come on, y'all. Come on in the room and listen.
Get in here.
'Cause this is for
Sit
all
down.
of us.
I'm sorry. Sit down. And let's listen.
Jubilees chapter 2, verses 18 through 22. And he gave us a great sign, the Sabbath, that we should work 6 days, but guard the Sabbath on the 7th day from all work. And all the angels of the presence and all the angels of sanctification, these two great classes, he has bidden us to guard the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, behold, I will separate unto myself a people from among all peoples, and these shall guard the Sabbath. And I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them, as I have sanctified the Sabbath, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. And I have chosen the seed of Yaakov, Jacob, from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath, that they may guard the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should guard the Sabbath with us on the seventh day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, and they should guard that they should guard the Sabbath together with us.
Hallelujah.
You know what I just noticed in there?
What
When he said, I have chosen Jacob from all that I have seen.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about eternity.
Yes. That's why I always
He's
say
not
it's
just
a lot
talking
of people.
about just Jacob and everybody.
Wow.
Because
He's not
Jacob
talking
was
about
chosen
that moment.
before, right? Jacob was chosen before.
He's
he
talking
even
about
got in
all
there.
of creation.
Before he was even in the womb, Jacob was chosen.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Because remember, Rachel had some things struggling inside her.
He said
So
two
he's
nations.
seen
Is
all
that
that.
what he said?
Yeah,
Two
two
nations.
Two nations. So he chose us.
That's awesome.
Again, eternally. He's eternal.
And even in the 12 tribes, Jacob is the fourth? Or where is he from?
Jacob is the father of the 12.
Father of
Remember,
the
there's
12.
Jacob and Jacob and Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Jacob's name was turned to Yashrael. He had the 12 sons. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought
So
he
he,
was the
even
fourth.
though he saw we stiff-necked, all the stuff we would go through, he said those are still going to be mine. They chosen.
Yeah.
From this
That's-
bloodline,
that's
from Jacob, from the house of
Yeah,
Jacob.
starting at Abraham.
Mhm.
I chose.
Yep. He made the promise to Abraham, and it was kept
Then
with
Isaac.
and then through the bloodline
Mhm.
of Jacob's
Jacob.
12 sons.
Yeah, because you got two twins now. You only can be one. No, you only
Mhm.
kept through one line.
That's
That
it.
chose Jacob.
Yeah.
From all that I have seen, I looked.
That's cool.
I looked. They're my people right there.
That's amazing.
Wow.
We read that out of the St0ryTim3.
I
Here
know.
you go.
Look, I knew you was wondering, like, wait, St0ryTim3, what's that? Listen, you can know what that is if you go to St0ryTim3.net. Okay.
Yes.
But I want to let y'all know that there's a whole discount for you. Not a half of a discount, but it's a whole discount for you,
Yes.
okay? Don't be paying full price when you don't have to.
No.
Listen, use your Storytime discount. Remember, the O in story is actually a 0. And then the E in time is actually, I don't have the covenant shirt on today. I have the queen. The E in time is actually a reminder as we go back to the covenant to turn from our wicked ways.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
And go back to the covenant which he
Yes, yes.
established, like they were talking about, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob,
Hallelujah.
who he later changed name into Israel.
Yeah. That's awesome. So we are in the 6th chapter. Is there a recap you want to go through?
Look, y'all know what's up. Ezra asking a whole bunch
There we
of
go.
questions.
He's still asking questions.
And
The last thing he said
he ain't getting it yet.
was stop asking questions.
Yeah, everybody gonna see this together.
Yeah.
You know, he basically was telling me, everybody gonna see this together.
That's
I ain't
exactly
got
what
no
he said.
date for you. Dude, stop.
That was so funny.
And the beautiful thing in this is y'all can see your own characteristics
Yes.
being shown in this reading.
You really can.
And please keep in mind that these is actual people
Yes.
that you are related to.
Mhm.
These are your ancestors that we're reading. That's why you do similar things like them. Like some of y'all, the one that got eyes, you know, people who text the eyes on the chat.
Oh yeah.
Some of y'all act like, you know, I can see.
They were like,
I can see some of
that's
your
me.
characteristics. Good quality characteristics. I mean, don't worry. If you don't have no eyes on here, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about you at all.
I'm telling you that those sayings are not cliches. Ooh, you just like your mama. Ooh, you just like your daddy.
They not.
Ooh,
They
you
really
act
not.
just like your uncle.
Mm-hmm.
You act just like your cousin. You act just like your brother. You act just like your sister. That's not cliche, y'all. That's real
That's
when it comes
real,
to this.
real
It really
time.
does when it comes to our people. It really does.
Oh no, I'm not big. No, so that's good. That's good insight, James. He go, okay, Sister Petty. I just want to say that I just want to share that Petty was roaming the earth
Before you got here.
before everybody was born. Petty was here,
But
and
she's
so
definitely from that line.
I just get it from my
I ain't
ancestors.
gonna talk. I like a little good Petty every now and then.
Oh, you do like Petty.
Drink water and
You know, but you know, I mean, some of y'all are from the line of Petty too. So
Oh
don't,
my gosh.
you know, I know
Don't
somebody.
even.
I know somebody that will be so petty they'll kick you out of a whole wedding. Okay,
Oh,
I know somebody that's hecka petty. Hecka petty. But nevertheless, let us get into whatever we're in, because this is not.
All right, let's go.
We'll take pictures and let you know how it
Chapter 6 of Ezra 4, verse 29.
We on 6.
Chapter 6, verse 29.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 4.
I'll be using my
Ezra
app.
4.
Oh.
Okay, we stop playing. We're going to get into the word.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I mean, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Verse 29. And when he talked with me, behold, I looked by little and little upon him before whom I stood. And these words said he unto me, I am come to show you the time of the night to come. If you will pray yet more and fast 7 days again, I shall tell you greater things by day than I have heard.
Oh, so he's still asking questions. So he said, go fast again. Wow.
Oh, goodness.
I mean,
really
that's, if you really want to know, I'll tell you. But let me see if you're serious. Go fast again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Verse 30. Oh, no, verse 31. No, 32. Sorry. For your voice is heard before Al-Alion. Wow. For Al has seen your righteous dealing. He has seen also your chastity, which you have had ever since your youth.
Oh, so he said, the Most High done checked your records, and he said, tell him to fast 7 days. I'll give him a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this good.
This is real good.
I'm not
Promising.
nervous. Oh, yeah.
Me neither.
I'm not nervous.
And therefore has he sent me to show you all these things, and to say unto you, be of good comfort and fear not, and hasten not with the times. Yes, hasten not with the times that are past, to think vain things, that you may not hasten from the latter times. And it came to pass after this, that I wept again, and fasted 7 days in like manner, that I might fulfill the 3 weeks which he told me. 21 days, y'all. And in the 8th night was my heart vexed within me again, and I began to speak before Al-Alion. For my ruach was greatly set on fire, and my soul was in distress. And I said, Oh, Yahuwah,
it's a prayer.
You spoke from the beginning of the creation, even the first day, and said thus, let heaven and earth be made. And your word was a perfect work. And then was the Ruach, capital R, and darkness and silence were on every side. The sound of man's voice was not yet formed. Then commanded you a fair light to come forth of your treasures, that your work might appear. Upon the 2nd day, you made the Ruach of the expanse, and commanded it to part asunder, and to make a division betwixt the waters, that the one part might go up, and the other remain beneath.
Yeah. So just in case you missed it, that's the firmament. There's water above the firmament. That's why just in the times of Noah, when it says it opened up and then all that water came down from the firmament, or when you're in Revelations and John says in front of the thrones, it was like a glassy sea. That's water. That's water. It separates. So where Yahuwah is, there's water.
Let me ask you a question since you're saying that. Could it be that rain is actually coming from the firmament and we were just told it's coming from clouds?
It's really coming from clouds.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Except
coming from
for the
clouds.
time that the flood
Except
happened.
for the flood, he
Yeah,
opened
okay.
up the window
And it said,
and the water up there came down.
Okay.
So he actually separated some water and made this firmament that we're in.
And clouds didn't exist until after the flood because there had to be a way. That's where precipitation, condensation comes from. There had to be a way.
Say that again. That's what it just sounded good when you said it.
Precipitation and condensation,
Sound good.
where because it's in the word. Remember that the water that the especially Eden was irrigated.
Yeah.
Rain didn't fall. It was
came from the
irrigation. It came
bottom.
from the bottom and watered all the plants.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it didn't
Not
rain
until
from the
after
top.
the flood. These people didn't know what
That's why they
rain
never
was.
knew what rain
That's why they
was.
didn't believe him when he
Oh,
said
yes,
it's
you're
gonna
right.
rain. He's like, dude, we ain't never seen that.
Because
in my
water
life. It's
comes
never
from
gonna
the
happen.
bottom. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Water
it comes from the
And
bottom.
it never came from the top
Nope,
before.
never came.
And so then the Most High
Wow.
had to create that mechanism where the water would now evaporate, form clouds, and then rain. And it's his recycling system for water.
Yeah.
Come on. Did you think I knew something?
And
Did you think? No,
this
ma'am.
is the first time I've heard the firmament being referred to as a ruach. Because I know his creation is alive,
Yeah.
and I never thought of the firmament as being alive.
Wow. The firmament is alive, y'all. It's an
never
Well,
thought
it is
organism.
holding everything in
Yeah,
obedience.
yeah.
And
Yes.
he is like
And they
it's staying
still
to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we just hitting it
Wow.
with rockets and stuff, trying to get out.
Wow.
We ain't, they is.
Yeah, that's not
Sorry.
mankind. Yeah.
I ain't taking
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, you right.
Okay, it says
42.
42. Okay, 42. Upon the third day, you did command that the water should be gathered in the 7th part of the earth. 6 parts have you dried up and kept them, to the intent that of these some being planted of Elohim and tilled might serve you. For as soon as your word went forth, the work was made. For immediately there was great and innumerable fruit, and many and diverse pleasures for the taste, and flowers of unchangeable color, and odors of wonderful smell. And this was done the 3rd day. You sure are amazing, y'all.
You are.
Yeah, but notice how he, at the beginning of creation, the landmass was just a landmass.
6 part.
Yeah, it was so that the water should be gathered in the 7 parts. So the water had a place. Because I remember the water all to one place.
Yeah.
And you got this big landmass. Like you
All
didn't need
one
a
land.
ship or nothing like
No,
that
everything
to travel.
was like
Everything
wow.
was
And-
together
yeah.
until that flood hit. That's what started
Separating.
separating.
Wow.
46? No, 45. Upon the 4th day, you commanded that the sun should shine, and the moon give her light, and the stars should be in order, and gave them a charge to do service unto man that was to be made. Upon the 5th day, you said unto the 7th part, where the waters were gathered, that it should bring forth living creatures, fowls and fish. And so it came to pass. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of Elohim, that all people might praise your wondrous works.
Wait a minute, y'all. This is so crazy to me because we are to bring forth living things.
Yep.
When he tells you to do what he told you to do, it's not for you to sit on it and beat yourself up whether or not he told you to do it or not, or you should do it. It is for you to operate on that thing. Y'all notice that this stuff is not even pausing. It's just doing it. There's no hesitation. It's just doing it. When he said,
it's just doing what he told it to do.
it's not a doubt in their mind. it's there.
Yeah.
The light, the stars is doing what they're supposed to do. The sun is
the
beaming. The moon is giving the light. We are to do that. What he told you to do, whether he told you to smile at that person and you didn't want to, there's no hesitation.
She's right.
You smile.
She's absolutely right.
And you bring life into that person by that smile.
Yep.
There are so many things that he has told us to do, and we spend so much time wondering if it's his voice or
asking
not.
questions.
Instead of going fasting, asking questions. Instead of, if you're unsure of his voice, then maybe you should fast.
Yeah.
If you can't tell his voice, maybe you should fast, and you should pray a prayer saying, Father, help my unbelief because I am unsure that I am hearing your voice. I am setting myself aside so you can make your voice sound clear to me. I want to clear myself out. I want to hear you.
Yeah.
We are to, my whole point is when he tells us to do something, do it.
Be obedient.
That's
without hesitation or negotiation.
That was a dig at me, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Listen,
That's
my
what
eyes said.
I'm gonna take it.
It was.
I'm gonna take it.
I was like, all right.
Y'all see how she just worked that in?
It flowed.
I'm gonna just keep looking at these scriptures. Verse, where are we at? 48? No, 49.
49.
Then did you ordain 2 living creatures, the one you called Behemoth, and the other Leviathan, and did separate the one from the other. Oh my gosh. For the 7th part, namely, where the water was gathered together, might not hold them both.
Keep reading.
Unto Behemoth you gave one part, which was dried up the 3rd day, that he should dwell in the same part, wherein are 1,000 hills. But unto Leviathan you gave the 7th part, namely the moist, and have kept him to be devoured, of whom you will and when.
Because remember, in the last days, he let those 2 monsters free.
Yeah.
Leviathan in the sea and Behemoth in the land. That's why, like, Dwayne just sent over some video that video. I was like, is that Leviathan? Like, oh, fish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because remember, though, when he gets to slaughtering and people ain't getting buried, somebody got to eat that stuff.
That's sure. That's sure.
Oh,
Someone
my God.
got to eat it.
Sure. And go ahead.
Wow. No, I was
And
just,
you know, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't have nothing. Go ahead. I was just going, wow.
Yo, Bonnie.
You know what's crazy is notice he's not getting this revelation until after he's fasted.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know this before going into his fast. Now he's coming out of his fast with all these acknowledgments, like what the Most High have done.
I'm telling you, them fasts will do
Them
it.
Fasts will do it.
Every time.
I think he's talking.
He's talking.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
the
talking.
fast, man.
Yeah. It's time. Oh, my.
And no lie, I've been thinking about a fast.
Go ahead on, girl.
And listen. What I just say, without hesitation, just do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When you're being told to do it, you
have
okay.
To. You have to. Verse 53. Upon the 6th day, you gave commandment unto the earth that before you it should bring forth beasts, cattle, and creeping things. And after these, Adam also, whom you made Adonai of all your creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom you have chosen. All this have I spoken before you, O Yahuwah, because you made the world for our sakes. As for the other nations which also come of Adam, you have said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and have likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falls from a vessel.
Oh.
Sir, did you just get at them?
Okay.
Did you just get at the other nations?
He's like,
he made this separation at Adam, he already knew, well, again, he's eternal. He already knew where that separation was coming. Even though we all come from Adam, I already picked from Adam who my
and you
people
just
gonna
said
be.
that.
Yeah, y'all chosen.
You just said that too.
Everybody else is spit.
Wow.
Spittle. I'm sorry, that's what
What it is.
That's
what
good.
the word says.
Because I was gonna say, they the dirty lint in the pocket.
Because he knew how they was gonna act. He already knew they was gonna do all this atrocious stuff.
Yep. Verse 57. And now, O Yahweh, behold these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be Adonim over us,
Back full circle.
and to devour us.
Hello, 2022.
But we, your people, whom you have called your firstborn, your Yachid.
Beloved, what's that? That beloved son? Is that?
No,
that's
beloved
beloved
son.
Is it?
Yes. It's
Oh,
beloved son.
It's
it
the
is.
one that started with a C. And that's something else, I think.
No,
This
the
one
other
is the
Yachad.
one.
I was thinking Yachad.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This
yeah.
is Yachid. Yes,
the beloved
son.
son.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
But we, your people, whom you have called your firstborn, your beloved son, and your fervent lover, are given into their hand.
Maya today.
So we look, I'm sorry.
Don't be.
I'm coming for John 3:16 in the
Go
other
ahead.
version.
Go ahead. Listen, the language
For
for
God,
story.
I
I'm
would say
gonna
what they say. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life.
That's hitting different
told
now that I
y'all.
done read this.
But in the Sefer it says Yaqui.
It does.
It says it right.
Ooh.
I told y'all about them red marks.
You sure
They
did.
basically told us, well, we rewrote some of this.
Yeah.
And they did.
Hit us with that remark, that red remark that you mentioned, because they wasn't on Enoch discussion.
Oh, whenever you write something and you go to edit it, whatever you want to change, you put it in red. Most people know that. Oh, you wasn't on Enoch.
You wasn't on Enoch.
You
No.
know, but that's true.
Yes, I
red.
do. That's why I went. Oh.
Yeah. You go Microsoft's anything, it's red. It's in red writing, and that lets you know I changed some of this, and it sticks it off to the side. And you can either accept the change or reject it. But red marking when it comes to writing something down means I edited this. I edited this.
Oh my gosh.
And once you accept the change, it's hard. It goes away. So it's hard to know what they edited.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's gone.
It's
Because you
gone.
accepted.
I know she's speaking the truth, because when I was in school, English was that was the thing that I did the best in English.
No
And
kidding.
that's exactly
Yep.
what happened.
Yep.
That's exactly what would, oh my gosh.
Yep. Get that red pen.
Yes, the teacher. Okay, calm down.
And you know what's
Calm
crazy
down, calm
is
down.
Lolo goes, you've been speaking on red and green, because I can hear your voice, Lolo. You've been speaking on red and green ink for a minute, Sister Michelle. That, if you don't know, that's kind of like my idea of how Lolo speaks.
Yeah.
But she sounds better because
That's
she's
them
only Lolo.
Because red, if you like sign in red ink, which they will rarely at you, it'll disappear.
Yeah, you can't.
Red ink will disappear. Like as if you never signed nothing. It disappears. So you don't even come with the red
That's
ink.
my voice for real.
Yeah, I can hear
That part, okay. Ooh, I'm about to, this
In
done
plain
encouraged
sight.
me.
In
This
plain
done
sight.
encouraged me.
So when
I'm
it
about
says
to-
only begotten son, it's been changed.
Look, where you see that in red? In
You don't
Sefer?
in the Sefer, there's
you
nothing.
don't see nothing red.
Nothing is
I don't
red
see
in the
nothing
Sefer.
red.
Them
I
words
ain't
ain't
never
red.
tripped off of that.
Nothing is red in the Sefer.
Ain't nothing
Girl,
red.
ain't nothing red in the Sefer. Shut the front door and lock all the
And
locks.
lock it.
That's why you need Ruach.
That's why you need Ruach HaKodesh.
Truth. With a capital T.
Mm.
Hidden in plain sight.
This is good with a W.
It's not an area.
Yes. Oh
Yeah.
my. Y'all don't get what I hope y'all getting what this
That
means.
is deep because they want to stand before Yahweh and go, we put it in red. Don't they know what red means?
And there's
they accepted the change.
And we absolutely did.
We absolutely did.
Wasn't the red supposed to mean that it was supposed to be Yah speaking or something like that?
Yeah, that's
what
Mashiach. They
what
said
we
every
told.
time the Mashiach
That's what we're
they
told.
put it in red.
But that's not what it
like
means.
it was something holy, and we'd be like, "Oh, it's in red."
But that's not what it means.
That's not what it means
grammatically.
Yes.
Wow.
Interesting.
Grammatically,
That's very
it
interesting.
means I made a change
Changes.
right here.
We made some alterations.
And you know why? It could be, and even if you read the same context, right? The same text, and you say, oh, it says the same thing, guess what? They change your Mashiach.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So the same writing may be in there, and it from the Sefer, and you compare it, and it's like, oh, okay, well,
this one is the same.
But not the Mashiach. They changed him.
And you have to think of, they didn't write in chapter and verse.
They sure did.
So if there's markings anywhere, like in the book of Mark, you can't say, well, there's no markings in chapter 9. There was no such thing as chapter 9.
They just wrote.
He just wrote.
They just wrote. I've had a chance to look at, I saw a screenshot of, he was a football player that started studying Paleo Hebrew. He played for the Green Bay Packers. I can't remember his name. Reggie White.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard him.
And he bought one. He bought one of the rolls, and it didn't have the way that it was written. It was written from right to left, and there were no numbers. There was no pauses. There were no nothing. It was just word.
Because nobody writes like this. 7.
No, it is.
Wow.
Wow. Lolo goes on to say, wow. We always thought that it was just to highlight his words.
Bam.
And then she went on and said, well, at least I did.
Yeah.
Lolo Cammy said, I thought so
That's how
too.
we
All of us did.
We was all taught.
When we saw red, we would, oh, that's Mashiach.
They wanted you to
said
reverence
Jesus,
those
but
words because they said that those were his words.
And they straight was telling us, well, we changed it.
Yeah.
Accept or reject.
Well, listen. Come on, Ruach.
Welcome to the truth with a capital T.
Absolutely. Now listen, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the tone for story time is definitely changing. Y'all gonna see some bold statements being made. So just put your seatbelt on.
Yep.
We ain't no more sugar.
We no more sugar. Okay.
Hey,
if it's
be
sour,
Wilkins
sour.
up in here.
If it's tart, it's tart. If it is, it's gonna be what it is. Okay?
It is what it is.
That's it. No longer sugarcoating anything. Exactly. Let it
I
burn.
remember this dude, this man long time ago used to say what he say. Say what he say. Aaron, you know exactly who I'm talking about. He would say it all the time. You better say what he say. Say what he say. That's what we about to do. Say what he say.
I think it's read in that 1611 King James. Think it's read in that 1611.
He said, I think it's read in that 1611 King James.
Oh, you don't think?
Oh, 16.
Oh, there's probably not.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you not think? Because I think he was typing fast. Do you not think it was read in the 1611 King James?
He's talking about the Bible.
The first one? Oh.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
We also see when the words.
I don't know. I think they started changing in 14s.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Linda goes on. Also, when we see words in italic, the words was added.
Yep.
It's crazy. And we'd never be like, why they added this?
And we didn't question it. We didn't question it. We were just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why he said, ask and keep on asking. Knock and keep on knocking.
Look, your knuckles may be sore, but keep knocking.
Keep on. Because you're going to get the answers that you need to get.
Okay.
Not what somebody want to give you.
Hello.
And you see Ezra keep on knocking. Come on, Unc. Look, now we all like, come on, Unc.
Listen.
Keep knocking.
Now I'm not mad about you asking all them questions, sir. Okay, verse 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
How is saying this stuff and we are living
world.
it?
The world.
They were not in. Listen, we are the only people that do not have an inheritance.
And the world is ours.
He just said it.
The world, not a part.
How
The
long
world.
shall this endure? Chapter 7. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night afore.
Come
The
on,
nights
Angel
afore.
Petty.
Uriel. That's
Yeah,
Uriel.
he about to bring it.
And he said unto me, Up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell you. And I said, Speak on, my Elohim. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Oh, so you need to go.
Narrow is the way.
Yeah, and then there's going to be a spot where everything's going to be
Opens up.
answered. But you got to come through the narrow
You
part
gotta
first.
come through the narrow first. It's tight, but it's right.
It's tight, but it's right.
Come through that straight gate. Street called straight.
Street called straight, baby.
It's tight, but it's right. Everybody, and what's crazy, the broad always look more appealing.
Mhm.
Looks more comfortable. It is
It's
more
a lot
comfortable.
of space. Yeah, you ain't.
You got you got
But he's telling
you
me
got elbow room. You
They
ain't got
go
that
through the
going
broad now. They go through the broad
Yes.
now, but theirs is going to get.
Yes,
da-da-da.
and that's that judgment.
Yes,
when they
that
come into
judgment.
Don't
that
bother
narrow,
me.
that's that. Yeah, that's that
Yep.
bottleneck.
We going through the judgment now.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Enoch.
Oh, yeah. That's
We had
right.
the-
With Enoch.
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
And ours was lit, only one person at a time. but we
That's
can
why.
go through it.
Listen, that's why y'all need to jump on Enoch discussion when y'all be
Puzzle
hopping on
pieces.
the what is our thing? Judah. What's
the cry of Judah.
the cryofjudah.org?
Yes.
Get
Go
on
on
it.
cryofjudah.org for everything Hebrew.
Everything.
There's a dietary things that we're supposed to be adhering to. Of course, our 10 Commandments. Of course, everything
Just-
Torah.
yeah.
Just go on there and just
Mhm.
Start
navigate through
learning
the page.
stuff.
Yeah,
Start
go through
learning
the page
stuff.
and just start learning. Anywhere
Guys,
you
can
go
you
is
go
good.
and type that in for them, the cryofjudah.org, love? Yes, y'all, everything. Oh, you welcome. New Zealand,
Yep.
Listen. When I say we got you, we got you, mama.
Yeah.
Even though you on a Sunday. No, today is your Shabbat.
Yeah.
Is she
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
us?
Shabbat
Yes.
Shalom,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, today's your Shabbat. You a whole day. I love you, girl.
Okay, it says
6.
all right. There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. And there is but one path between them, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once.
One at a time.
That's
Because
right.
we're a community, we right behind each other, but still,
It's still
at
an individual walk.
individual, you have to decide.
Let me
That's
tell you something. The Most High is so smooth. She taught Enoch discussion and talked about going narrow one at a time, and then we didn't know
We did.
We
that
did
this
not
was
know.
going. We was going to read this today. He is
Puzzle
so
pieces.
mindful. He's.
Intentional.
My
Everything
mind
be
is blown.
correlating.
Mm-hmm.
He's one. He's one. And we don't know this stuff.
This is a wonder to show us that he is mindful of us,
Mm-hmm.
that he's intentional about
Mhm.
literally every
Everything.
second.
Yes.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. My husband said, and you're talking about my boy Deacon Robinson. Yes. Say what he said.
Say what he said.
Say what it say.
verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he ever shall pass
Never.
excuse me, sorry about that. If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
Because remember, Ezra's question is, when is this going to be over? Why is the enemy? It seemed like they got it easy. We got it hard. We your people. What's up with that? So he's telling him, in order to get to this city where you're going, you got to go through the hard part first.
Yes.
Then they going from easy to hard. You going from hard to easy.
Yes.
So you better stay on hard to easy.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what he's saying, because I'm like, wait, what? That's exactly what he's saying. Because over here, everything in this city is everything that you want.
Because we're in a wicked world. It is fallen. Stop asking for all the precious good stuff in a fallen world. Really?
Because everything is in a fallen state.
He cleansing this stuff, renewed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
oh man, this is awesome. Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Adonai. Then said, he didn't ask no question. He said,
I don't know.
Right. Then said he unto me, even so also is Yasharel's portion, because for their sakes I made the world. For Yasharel's sake, made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done.
So basically,
was
basically when he created Adam and we were all supposed to live together.
Yeah.
The same children were gonna come.
Yeah.
The same tribes.
Yes.
But we were gonna rule the world. This tribe was going to rule the world
righteously.
Exactly.
We were always meant to be the example.
Yes. We were always meant from the beginning.
My gosh.
It took us from being first to last.
Yes. And that's what makes sense.
Yes.
Going back to the original.
Come on, preach.
Come on, Ezra.
Come on. Get in there. That's what I'm talking about. That was love. That
swish.
now we're going back from the last to being first. The tail is going back to head.
This man, I always take it to Rachel. Rebecca. Wait, who Isaac's wife? Rebecca. To Rebecca's womb, but no, boo. Let's go back to Adam.
Oh my!
Rebecca was.
I missed that whole thing. What'd you just say?
I always take it back to Rebecca's womb where it started. But
yes, you do.
It doesn't start there. It starts with Adam.
When he formed Adam. Before the foundation.
Say it.
And that's why it makes sense when he said he knew us before we formed him in our mother's womb, because either way we gonna everybody was gonna be born.
Yes.
So how science tells us you were one in a million that are a whole bunch of different sperms and stuff like that fighting. No. God's intentional.
Preach, brother.
Yeah,
preach.
Everybody was supposed to be here.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Absolutely.
But it was supposed to be different.
Yes,
we were supposed to be. Oh my!
We were always meant to be the rulers.
Always,
and all of this has been culminating to the fact that we're supposed to be restored to that.
Yes,
because Most High is going to have His way.
Yes,
that was His will and His original intent in the.
And that's what He's trying to tell Ezra. Dude, it's only this jacked up because of Adam's sins.
And y'all. All this stuff going on in the world, we need it. Don't pray against it. We need this because it shifts us back into the original intent.
Yeah.
Don't pray against that. If y'all if y'all look this stuff up, judgment is happening to different countries, to different states. Judgment is happening. Don't pray against it. And these folks, the power that be, are so scared that we will wake up, light bulb, and realize that we have to go back to covenant. So they just keep throwing these different distractions
trying to stop us
so we can stop moving towards Torah.
Yep, Because we move. That's what we doing.
Because that's what we're doing. You being at Storytime, you're moving towards Torah.
Yep.
Listen, I don't care what he said. Let's get back to eating. No, let's get back to Torah and live on
top of the world. Hey, hey.
Let's get back to Torah and
Live on top of the world.
because we're going to do it righteously.
Yes.
Everybody going to eat.
Yes.
Nobody's going to lack.
Nobody.
And that's what he wanted.
Because the right people are going to be in charge.
The right people. We've seen what the wrong people do.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, y'all ain't blind.
Because even when he put them in the garden, he told them to guard it. Guard
That's
it from
right.
what?
Absolutely.
The destroyer.
Why
That's
would you
it.
need to guard something that is so powerful and so beautifully made and that just
Well,
obedient
we
already?
ain't got no
Who's
enemy.
in
Yes,
there?
you do. You
You
got
have
an
an enemy.
enemy.
And even now, y'all, you ought to guard your commandments because the enemy is
Come
seeking
on,
to devour
Bonnie.
you.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yes.
need to guard it.
Guard.
I don't care what your friends is doing. I don't care how weird they say you look. You need to guard this thing. I don't
Real
care
talk.
if you look awkward and you don't
Mhm.
fit in. He didn't design you to fit in as you understand that you are set apart.
Yes.
Be ye set apart.
Yep.
That's it.
Guard
And
this
rock it.
thing. Mhm. And because we didn't guard it right, he had to send them cherubims.
Come on, man.
Hey,
To
can I say
guard
one
it.
thing?
You
Uh-huh.
sure can.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
I was gonna say, and discernment is so important because even though Adam and Chua was like they were created the way they were created,
Mhm.
and all their glory was and righteousness was on the outside of them,
Uh-huh.
they couldn't discern who Hasatan was. So even his approach to everything, it seemed small, but it
Yeah.
made an impact.
Yes.
And we're still living
Yes.
in the impact
We're
that he
right.
made.
And that's what he's trying to tell Ezra.
Mhm.
You living in because the fallen state, dude, but that's not the original intent.
Aaron said, Avram, you better preach, preacher.
All right.
Let me tell y'all
Hey.
something. We don't care if you hit like. We don't care if you hit subscribe button. But we do care if you share word of mouth. Tell people to tune in. Because this right here, if you see the look
This
on our
is
faces.
life. This is life.
I really don't
This
even
is
want to
life.
get off, but we have to.
Yeah, and that's why
Uh-huh.
that's why I stopped and said that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we gotta go. We got a women's meeting to go to.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm
Cliff.
You're right. I don't even want to get off.
But yeah. Look at this
Because they
baby.
never let me read ahead.
No, you can't read ahead. But and this is Sabbath, so we'll see y'all the second day at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
And some of you
starting
will see
right
tomorrow.
back up, right where we left off, and y'all tune in and invite somebody to come and listen in on story time.
Listen, and also as we are getting closer to our feast days, please be mindful.
Yeah.
Please be mindful, you all. We've been listening to, how important Yah really wants a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Please let's not give him just anything.
It's good.
After all that he has brought our ancestors from and what he has brought us out of mentally and still bringing us out of, physically, and we're still dropping those things off. Please let us be mindful as we're getting closer to our feast days.
Yes.
Just be mindful and
Yes.
be very intentional in your walk.
Yes. Think of
Please.
Think about everything you know. What you just
Please.
learned just tonight. Like
Yeah.
we
learned a
it's
lot
lit.
tonight.
Please.
Today is lit day though.
It
is.
From this morning.
Yes, from prayer
Yes,
this morning.
Somebody
absolutely.
been praying.
Yes.
Somebody
And
been
in New Zealand,
praying.
like, listen, you can still tune in because that the link, you have the link. So you can join in our Sabbath on when you tune in, girl. We got so many of them. So you can pick one and we'll be with you, girl. You know that. All right. With that being said, man, Shabbat Shalom. We'll
Shabbat
see you
Shalom.
on the second day at
We love
6
y'all.
p.m. We love y'all, but we gotta go. We
Gotta
already
go.
late.
Sorry.
God. Yeah,
Good stuff.
listen, I don't want to go.
Right.
Good stuff,
That
y'all.
was good.
Powerful.
I'm so encouraged.